Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome in 17 and some change. I'm AccuDez17, here to bring you my 2 cents on this Wednesday, on this hump day. I am glad you're all here, you're all alive, and it's another blessed day and things like that. We have a few things on the docket today. We're starting a little bit later than per usual. Um, so we'll see how, uh, well, you can already see how long of a show it turned out to be. So y'all kind of have that going for you and stuff like that. Um, yeah, today, uh, we'll kick it off with something that's kind of light, talking about um, no, well, that's not, no. Okay. That one's not light. Dreams and dream analysis is not light. Um, but talking about food is relatively light. Um, there are, I realized um, the other day, like 15 years ago, but I realized while I was going through my alcoholic uh, phase and shit, I realized my homie kind of brought up the idea because he was an alcoholic too, and we. But I wouldn't use just throwing that word around and shit like that. Nah, we were, what I'm saying, like it was just a time, like you had to be there or whatever. But the point is that there are foods that you can consume no matter what. Like, no matter what your appetite level is, like, you don't need any appetite whatsoever, and you can eat these foods. And they always used to come in clutch when you were like feeling sick from being drunk, and like certain things didn't sound like yummy, or like they sounded like they would bother or whatever. And drum roll. Also, let me know if you have any other and additional delicious things, or not even, they don't even have to be delicious. As long as you can eat them with no appetite, they qualify um, for the thingy mabob. Okay. And so, without further ado, the great reveal is saltines, zebra cakes, and oatmeal cream pies. Okay. So next time you feel like shit and you know you should eat something, but you don't want to eat something, um, saltines, fucking zebra cakes, and whoopie cushion pies, oatmeal whoopie pies, oatmeal cream pies, whoopie cushion pies. I don't think those would taste so good. Not so much. Not so much. Whoopie cushion pies would not taste so grand. And I'm willing to bet on that. Tastes like rubber, rubber ass, rubber ass. It's funny. Um, but no, like in more serious, in more serious news and stuff like that. Um, uh, there was there was another thing. I swear there was another thing. Um, flipping dreams, dreams. Um, it's really amazing how our dreams talk to us, and how um they can reveal things about our subconscious that we don't really think about, and hence the term subconscious, and how our minds use the dream state also uh, as a way to soothe us, um, uh, and fulfill uh, parts of life that we miss, that we don't get and stuff. I'm not saying it works, like it's not consistent enough, you know, to really work, but there's an attempt. And I don't know, like a lot of times, like we don't remember our dreams and stuff like that, so maybe it is, the cathartic ones are occurring, even if we don't remember them. But they can serve as insight uh, to our motivations. They can serve to soothe. They can serve as warnings, um, and pitfalls to avoid. Um, and some say in that regard, on that same line, some do say that they can be, is premonitious a word? Um, they can predict the future. Um, I feel like what you get more often is general warnings about maybe ways of being, paths that you would typically choose if left to your own devices. Um, because a lot of times our dreams exist on the a similar level as mythological uh, or archetypical stories. Um, and not so much with the same level of comprehension, but they're thematic. Um, and I say not with the same level of comprehension, but I mean you read Revelations, and I mean, there's that reads just like a dream, right? Um, just the beings and the shapes and things like that. Um, and sometimes we dream about people, places, and things from our past, um, positively or negatively. Sometimes we dream about people, places, and things from our present, and like we alluded to, from a time that hasn't people that we've never met before. We dream about, or at least we think in the dream we haven't met them before. But I don't know. There are theories that that's extra abstract, and people. I'm not telling you to believe this or anything close to it at all because most would shit on it heavily. If you typed it into AI, it would be like, yeah, I know where you're going, but you don't really, that doesn't really happen because, science says. But, some say like we, we meet the same people all the time. Like we're continuously meeting like the same person. Um, and I don't know, like I've alluded to in episodes before how I can conceptualize emotions as spirits. And anger's the best example. To me, it's the spirit of anger, right? Because it's so universal, and again, it's all, but like people will give you the same exact fucking look. You can run into the same look in one person's eyes as the other, and like I've seen people like they look at you with an offer and a sideways glance and a smile, and it's literally the fucking Wicked Witch of the West, the Green Witch with the big fucking nose, and it's the same look, bro. It's the same look. It's the same spirit, as far as I'm concerned. In all ways that is relevant to living your life. You can argue against that scientifically and logically and stuff like that, but you know that conceptualization is beneficial to. I mean, it works. It works. Um, but I'm not going really anywhere with that. Um, just that we meet the same people, so to speak, because everybody is inhabited by uh, repeating modes that show up throughout humanity, um, aka spirits. Um, yeah, emotions, aka spirits, whatever you want to call them. But I don't know. Again, this isn't a good. I'm not doing good at. I know it was something I wanted to practice. I'm not doing good at segueing in this episode, but that's fine. It is completely fine. Um, but we're gonna. Has anybody played like cell phone games for cash? Um, this is something that I tried to do as early as like 2016. I was trying to do like online like surveys for cash. Um, I forget what it was called back then, like Quick Bucks or some shit. And like video games for cash. And not too long ago, about a year ago or so, I ran into a freecash.com, and I was peeping swag. Oh, that's what the old ones were called. Like swag bucks was one of them. But I was looking at freecash.com, and their setup is really fascinating. Like their model is really fascinating. Like they literally like they bank their bank comes from like they're betting that the consumer is going to be uh addicted and uh, that's essentially it, and want to buy their power ups and shit like that. And they kind of like funnel you. It's so amazing. Like they kind of funnel you. You'll pick a game, and then it'll be like, all right, if you get to, you know, the first few levels, they'll make it easy, and they'll give you like a few cents or whatever. But they'll be like, all right, if you get to this level, like we'll give you like $5. If you get to like 4 levels after that, we'll give you 10, etc., etc., etc. And then like they'll like the game plays out where it's like easy, 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 and then like super hard towards like getting these goals to the point where it's like you're first of all, you're enjoying the hell out of it. You're enjoying the games. The consumer is enjoying the game. They're getting addicted. They're getting all this dopamine because it's hitting all your dopamine circuits. Like the coins just exploding into your freaking cash pile every time you click on the thing or whatever. And so you're kind of getting addicted to that, and you're winning, and everything's going good. Your characters are growing, your pot is growing, your house is growing, whatever you're doing, right? Your levels are increasing, and you're like, all right, on this rate, I'm getting to those goals and stuff like that. And then you start bogging down a little bit by a little bit by a little bit, and in, intermittent rewards and stuff like that, like but eventually you start feeling like I need to make like a purchase, like because the in-app purchases are all over your face. Like the offers are all in your face, and it's it's all by like you know uh, buy this resource to help your character, buy this resource, buy these gems to unlock the different armor, or the different, or to get an extra life, or like whatever it is, like all these things that you could buy to help you out to get you past these levels. And A lot of times, a lot of times people aren't even thinking about the money anymore. They're invested in the game a lot of times at this point. Um, but the uh, the trick is to find games that you can play and games that um, there's workarounds. There are workarounds. You can I kind of lost my train when I was talking about like what they do to kind of make it addicting and to try to uh, suck the most money out of you, right? Because they get you to the point where you're right about to hit the goal, and then you need a little bit extra. The site itself provides paybacks. The free cash site and cash sites similar to it, they provide paybacks, right? So they'll tell you if you spend X amount on in-app purchases, we'll give you this much back. And then you got to do a little bit of math and be like, all right, if I spend the 199 on the fucking coins to beat this level, and I get paid 99 cents back for making that purchase, and then beating the level gets me 250. Am I doing a come up? And those numbers seem small. A lot of them are small. I was playing with some of the offers that had like multipliers. So my point is like these numbers could be a little bit larger. Um, there are offers where like your maximum potential earning is like $1,000, and it's like okay, spend $50 in app and we'll give you $40 back. Um, and you kind of got to do the math like, all right, if I spend that 50, get the 40 back, am I making up the 10 by am I going to, is this even going to be enough? Sometimes you got to watch out too because like uh, you'll make the purchase thinking that you can like get a few levels out of that purchase, but then the difficulty is still increasing and you fall short and stuff like that. So it's kind of a little bit of a navigation there, but if you can see if you can see the pattern and you can see like where they're trying to like hook you and where they're trying to extract money, um and then you could do it. You could do it. I won hundreds. I mean, I'm not uh, like 600 something dollars on free cash to the point where now the conspirial part of me is under the impression that the app no longer works for me. The games won't recognize for me anymore because I wiped them out. Not wipe them out, but like they don't expect people to necessarily maybe like win more than they lose, um, because they're bombarding people with advertisements and I don't know, like, would they not? I don't know how they wouldn't expect like people who search for these games to make money to be that susceptible. I mean, I don't know if people are that susceptible, but yeah, I mean, apparently, because their business model stays in business and stuff like that. There are a couple ways to get around like excessive ads and stuff like that, but uh I can't delve into that. Um you gotta have to figure that one out on your own and stuff like that. Um but as a brand representative, as a business owner, I can't for another business I can't give out, that much. But there are I've found ways around like the ads and stuff like that. Um okay, you can buy your the way out. You could buy like no more ads, as long as you think it's gonna as long as you think it's gonna it's usually not much. It's usually like a couple bucks, but you could buy your way out of the ads, and as long as you make that back, you know what I mean. um Boop d boop. So the main what was going to be the main topic of the day, and I don't know if that's still the case, because I kind of dreams kind of that was kind of deepish there, and I didn't even mention Sigmund Freud. But no, this the next topic. Uh yeah, I mean, shout out to the person watching this who knows that this is inspired by them. But yeah, no, the next topic is females with guns. Um yeah, I mean, it was asked of me my stance on females owning guns, carrying guns, shooting guns, guns, and I I'm all for it. I've always been all for it. You know what I mean? I think I am all for women having all the possible tools that they need. Um, and I phrase it to protect themselves from creeps. Um, and I don't want to throw that out there like you know, but it's a dangerous world. It's a dangerous world sometimes, and it's just good to have that last resort. You know, like realistically, uh, you probably will never need to use it, but you never know. And females, they're the less, by far the less physically aggressive uh sex. Um so they should they might be the ones better they might be better off with the guns. Don't get me wrong, plenty of women are crazy just like plenty of men are crazy, but physical aggression it skews heavy male. It skews 90-10 towards men. Um, so in other words, out of a group of 100 men, you might get 10 of them that are uh, quick to violence, whereas a group of 100 women would only yield you maybe one that is quick to violence, and so overall, who would be kind of more responsible in that regard? Maybe the women, you know. And I know there's probably a lot of people out there that are like, you'll shoot your eye out, kid. But you're just being silly. Um, the training, like, you take the training serious, and it doesn't matter, like, whatever gender, like, anybody can use a gun safely. Um, and then And then I think they should have pepper spray, and they should know karate and kung fu, and they should have nunchucks, and they should have throwing stars, and they should wear helmets 24/7, and chainmail and bulletproof vests on top of that, and then go out like that. Some elbow pads, some knee pads, definitely knee pads. Don't want to fall down or anything like that. Scrape your knee, no good. But yeah, different things, different stuff like that. And dogs, and they should have a guard dog and security and a police escort and but dogs, I mean, dogs are cool. Dogs are cool. They're also like a self-defense tool. Not like somebody pointed out, not a Yorkie, not a Yorkie, but you could get a self-defense dog. And then I asked them, I was like, well, would you get a dog for solely for self-defense? And then, and then, yeah, the answer was no. So that's good. I wouldn't get a dog solely for self-defense because you don't want them to like have to defend you. Like you don't want to have to have him defend you. You don't want to have to defend your dog from a kangaroo or something. Like you don't buy a dog for like so it can fight your battles. Like I mean, but then again, we're talking about women. Sorry, women. But I don't know. Dogs are cool. I guess let me know if you would like buy a dog like solely just for like self protection or whatever. Um, and the last thing I'm gonna say on my way out here, just a shout out to the Dallas Cowboys real quick. I'm not, as I've said, like I'm not a big football guy no more. I can't afford to be a football guy no more like that. Um, but there was while I was a football guys. No, there was like a long stretch of time that I wanted Dallas to get a safety, a good safety. Um, ever since Roy Williams left, I've been wanting the Cowboys to get a safety. Um, all the good ones that came out, I wanted Dallas to get every year. If there's a superhero safety, I want Dallas to get them. I wanted Dallas to get Tyrann Mathieu. I wanted Dallas to get Kyle Hamilton, but we got we got this guy now. This guy, I'm terrible. I don't even remember his name, which is absolutely terrible. I don't know why. Obviously, it's not Justin Fields, the quarterback. I don't know why I want to say Justin Fields. Was he from the? I think probably because he was from the same college as Justin Fields, Ohio State. Cowboys safety draft pick, Caleb Downs. And like that's such a football name. Are you kidding me? Caleb Downs? Like no, like you're down by contact. Turnover on downs. Like let's go. That's wild. But yeah, nah, man. Like that's it. That's it. That's what they needed. That's what they needed for 20 years. That's what they needed. So hey, am I gonna pull a Skip Bayless and just be like, "How about them Cowboys?" Ah, fandom, rah. All right. Um. Yeah. On that note, um, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you guys do good, and like I always say, don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Uh, Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Uh, everybody take care and farewell and goodbye.